Yeah, yeah, honestly, Isaiah, yeah, agreed. Like, I don't know if y'all have noticed, man, but games are just starting. I mean, not that they haven't been this way, they've been like this to a certain extent since the 2D era. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's just getting worse and worse. Like, games are just getting so fucking samey. They're getting so samey, rinse or repeat. Like, I feel like with every generation, I'm buying less and less games. You know what I mean? And it's not due to like lack of money. It's just due to lack of interest. Because I just feel like I've seen that before. I played that before. I played that before. I played that before. I played that before. That's this with a different skin. That's this with a different skin. That's this with a different skin. Like, yeah, like very rarely do we see developers actually trying to branch out and do some different shit. I mean, yes, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with the same thing as long as it's executed well. I'm not saying every game I've ever played and enjoyed has been like just completely unique. Like, don't get me wrong. But I'm not able to be excited anymore. Is the problem? Like, yeah, some of these games like I would play, like the Left 4 Dead with vampires. Like, although they didn't show any gameplay, I just assume it's like Left 4 Dead with vampires. Like, I would play it, but I'm not excited for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably not gonna be. Oh my god! Wow, this is just whoa! Like, because I don't imagine it's really doing anything to make me feel that way. I feel like there is still a lot of room to innovate. I just feel like developers don't want to try. Like, I hate to say it. I hate to say it. This isn't anything new that you guys have heard from me that you haven't already heard from me. But I feel it's largely due to gamers, man. It's y'all fault. It's y'all fault. It's your guys' fault. I'm sorry. Not me. I'm not part of this. It's you guys are like 70% of the reason why this shit is happening. Because y'all keep buying Bethesda games. Stop buying Bethesda games. Stop. Stop. Okay? If it's not something that's simply publishing, like Doom, stop buying Bethesda titles. Stop a hype. Stop falling. And not in this shot, it's not just Bethesda, but also stop falling for the smoke and mirrors E3 games. You guys know exactly the type of games I'm talking about. Y'all know exact. Stop falling for the Watch Dogs, for the Anthems, for the Cyberpunks. Stop falling for those same games that hit the same notes that are so clearly and obviously going to be the same things. All these empty promises, smoke and mirrors, bells and whistles. These developers keep, you want it? And you guys just like, little stupid one brain cell babies just, it's like, you've seen that toy 1,000 times. Stop! Stop! We are better than this. We're not fucking apes. Shit, maybe we are. But this is, I generally feel, this is the large majority reason why games are just becoming so, just, they're so centralized. They're so uniform. Conveyor belt games. And the reason why we keep getting conveyor belt games is because we got conveyor belt niggas. Conveyor belt gamers who like don't realize that this thing that they're just like, hyped about, like they just bought 3 months ago. And they just played it 3 months ago. so devs are just like, oh, they're eating that shit up. Okay. So look. Oh, you know, I'm glad I have these bottles. I'm glad I have these bottles, right? So we get a game, right? You see how much water is in here? It's like 60-70% full, right? This is the original game we get, right? Boom, sold well. The next game we get, same genre, probably from the same developer. We get that much. Next game, smoke, mirrors, empty promises. Empty. Nothing! We get fucking nothing. We get less and less as games go on because gamers just keep supporting less and less. They keep buying less and less. And we have no fucking standards. You Bethesda motherfuckers. No standards. Zero standards. If you sit here and you eating the Fallouts and you eating up the fucking Elder Scrolls, you might as well eat dog shit. But you would sit here and argue that you wouldn't want to eat dog shit, right? Why wouldn't you want to eat dog shit? Because I'm a human. I'm a human, right? You know, I want to eat human food. So you have food standards, right? Right? So you have certain things that you're willing to eat based off of the quality, right? So why the fuck don't y'all have that sensor in your fucking brains for video games? What's wrong with you? How come you can expect better for yourself for like every other facet in your life? But when it comes to the game that a lot of you guys watching this are most passionate about, that being gaming and video games, well, how come all of a sudden you just don't know what to think? All of a sudden you don't care about yourself. All of a sudden you have zero standards. What's wrong with you? How come when it comes to every other facet in your life, you have that protection in your head, in your mind? You have the self-preservation directive. You know what I mean? But the moment when it comes to video games, you throw yourself out into the wind. Why do you do that to yourself? Stop. Expect better. Demand better. Stop supporting these games. Stop hyping these games. Stop falling for them. You know why Cyberpunk turned out the way it did? Cyberpunk turned out the way it did because of everything that preceded it. It's because of, like I said, it's because of Watch Dogs. It's because of Anthem. What else, guys? List me some of those other generic ass, like, you know, E3 games. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about when I say E3 games because I already described them. Like, I'm trying to think. I know I'm missing like 2 or 3 like big ones. Like, we have to stop getting excited and hyping these fucking E3 ass games. Whenever a developer is just talking so big about their game, like, yeah, you know, it's open world and, you know, you can do anything. If you think it, you can do it. And, yeah, let's see what this person has to say about it. Yeah, I'm working on this game, so you can definitely trust what I say about it. And when I say this game will suck your cock, it'll suck your cock. Like, and y'all sit there like, this game will suck your cock. My wallet, money, like fucking idiots. Stop. Turn your brains on. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Holy shit. Oh my God. And yeah, I'm mad. And I'm mad because y'all are affecting the quality of the products that I also indulge in. I'm also a gamer, but I feel like as time goes on, I'm able to enjoy less and less games because of y'all. Because the bullshit y'all support and put up with, alright? I don't buy those fuck shit games. I don't do that shit. I don't buy those fuck shit games. I don't. So that's why I say I'm not a part of it. I don't own a single one of those things. And if I retroactively do, It's a stream game that one of you motherfuckers pay me for to download and play type deal. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I don't buy that shit. I don't support that. I don't support that. Girl, shut the fuck up. So, here's the thing, right? As far as I've seen, everyone here is disappointed in this E3 with the game. And it's not that we haven't been shown games. We've gotten tons of games this E3, right? We've gotten tons of games between the three conferences shown so far. The problem is that what has been shown just doesn't really look like quality. Yeah, the problem is the quality of what's shown. And as time goes on, and as developers get more experience with game development, and as we get better hardware, shouldn't the quality of the games go up? Logic would dictate that, right? So why are the quality of games going down? It's because the standards that we once held have gone down. Do you guys understand it? So for all you motherfuckers disappointing this E3 is trash, check which games you have in your library. Because you're part of the problem. I'm not saying it's all gamers. That's why I said part of the problem. Yes, it's also publishers. But publishers also look at the data. They look at the statistics. They see what flies. They see and they check what they can get away with. The reason why a lot of these games come out in the state that they do, they're subpar, they're underwhelming, is because they look at the last project that they released and they're like, well, we only did this much and gamers ate that shit up. So we're going to either do just as much or even less this next time around because gamers have shown that they're going to eat that shit up anyways, right? Publishers at the end of the day are business people. If a developer is putting out some doo-doo ass games and these games fail, as a publisher, the publisher at that point is going to be like, hey guys, make a better game. You see what I mean? Like, they will go where the money is. So if we stop putting the money where the quality isn't, we will start getting better games. Man of War. Oh, Chronica, I got you. All right, so check it, right? I'm reiterating. Reiterating. So, War, I just want you to remember, when the gaming apocalypse has come, there's hardly any greenery left on the earth. It's a desolate orange and brown wasteland, like old 7th-gen shooting games. And we have no more good games to play. And you're sitting there, you know, on a broken down, like, war vessel base or something. And you got, like, a fucking coat on to prevent the sand from getting in your clothes and shit. And you're looking at pictures of the old days. And you're like, woo me. You know, just remember, it's your fault. It's your fucking fault. You know, kind of like the beginning of that Splatoon 3 trailer. Kind of like that. How, like, the Inkling had the fucking, like, you know, sash on and shit. Like, you're to blame. Just remember, you are to blame. So I don't want to see you getting sad. I don't want you crying. Because you're part of the fucking problem. Dude, I'm not saying every E3 has always been great, but, like, I just remember a time, I'm just speaking in general, this isn't even about E3. I just remember a time where I could be excited for games, you know? And it just sucks. It just sucks that, like, I can't even be excited for gaming. Like, I'm lucky if there's 2 games a year, I'm like, yes, like I can't wait to fuck this game up type shit. You know what I mean? Like it really feels that way. Like 2 games a year. You know what I mean? Um, and, even between just 2 generations, like even going from the 7th gen to the 8th gen. I remember in the 7th gen, there was a good number of games where I'm like, oh yeah, that looks heat. That looks heat. Oh, I can't wait to get that. Yeah, there's like fucking 10 games coming out this year. I'm gonna buy and fuck up like day one. Um, and then in like the 8th gen, I can't even list 10 games out of the entire generation. I just went ham for like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. Like it used to be I can buy 10 games, 10 quality games a year I could be excited for and I didn't have to worry about being disappointed in them. And now I'm at the point where I feel like I'm lucky if I get 10 games in an entire generation that I really felt were just phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like, and then let's talk about indie games for a second because originally this was mostly like a AAA issue, but now indie games are starting to lose the advantage that indie games had because now indie developers are really just following what other indie developers are doing. So now they're like no different from the AAA publishers. Now we can't even default to them for the uniqueness, for the different experiences. Like they're losing their soul. They all want to do the same like 2 or 3 art styles in the same 2 or 3 genres of games. It's either the Life is Strange genre, where it's a movie. It's either that, it's either Shovel Knight, or it's Earthbound. That's all we fucking got. Or I could say maybe 4 genres, shit like Katana Zero and stuff like that. That's it. That's all we get out of indie games now. You know, like. No, I hated Luigi's Mansion 3. Dude, I can't wait till I get my own development studio, man. Holy shit, I can't wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no, I wasn't slandering it. I was just talking about even the genres we were seeing from indie developers are limited now. I wasn't saying that about like the game itself. A Showkill game will fail. It's not gonna fail. You know why it's not gonna fail? Because I'm gonna make sure it runs like shit, looks outdated at launch, is released in pre-alpha footage, in pre-alpha state, and it's gonna have microtransactions. It's gonna be full of bugs. So it's gonna be an instant hit. It's gonna be an instant success. Already got a